What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ethos here, and today I am very excited. Today we're going to be talking about the new YORU rework, and they finally finalized the changes, and we now have a date, or not a date, but like we know when the update's actually going to be coming out now. So I'm super excited to talk about this. I'm super excited to dive right in. So let's get right to it.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Ethos here. Just wanted to say all these clips are taken from my stream. I stream every day at twitch.tv/ethos, and if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell, and join my Discord server down below. Enjoy the video.
First off, starting, we already, if you guys watched my last video or have heard anything about the rework, you already know that's very busted and there's a lot of like crazy stuff happening to it, but they've added even more to it now, and I'm really excited to share with you guys all the new stuff Valorant has been working on for YORU. So here we go, let's just get right into it. So, they're just talking about it. Unlike last time, we do have kind of a period of time in which they plan to release these new changes, and that will be during episode 4 act 2. Currently we're in act 1 of episode 4, so the next act coming up is when they're going to be aiming to launch these new changes, which is great because like before, just like it's gonna happen early next year, but we don't know what it means. It's already been 2 months into this year and started to be like, okay, when is this coming out? But it looks like they're finalizing on the changes and looks like they're ready to ship it out. So let's get right into the first ability. So we have fake out, and fake out, it's a very niche ability. It's hard to find times where it's really effective and really viable to use. It's really situational for them to be effective, and a lot of people don't even buy them unless you're on like bind. But now fake out is absolutely insane. It's incredible. So as you already know, fake out now sends out a clone that looks just like you, but it's just running in a straight line, just straight across. If an enemy would shoot it and break it, it would explode and debuff enemies. So we didn't really know what that meant. Now they actually identified that basically when you shoot it, it turns to where it got shot from, and basically turns into a flash that flashes in a clonal direction. So it flashes just towards where they got shot from, and I'll show you guys the example here in a second. But it's very much so, like basically if you're behind the YORU, you don't have to be worried about getting flashed, because if the enemy's in front of you and shoots the YORU and it's in between you guys, then the YORU is going to flash the enemy and not you. So I'll show you guys what it looks like in game. You don't have to worry about the clones confusing your teammates. All allies will be able to see very clearly that the fake out's just a fake out. The enemy team won't be able to tell the difference though, besides the fact that you're just running in a straight line, kind of just like like it doesn't look like a player moving. But other than that, the enemy won't be able to tell the difference. There's no tell. It'll be more so just really hectic, really confusing for the enemies to play against, and the amount of chaos you can cause with this new update, with these clones running around, entering the sites, and also just deceiving your enemies in like low number situations. Possibilities are endless, and I love how this makes the fake out ability just so much more viable in so many more situations, and it's not really as situational anymore, and you can kind of just use it on the fly, which overall making the kit for YORU just that much more flexible, because the fake out definitely was the most lacking part of his kit. This is what it looks like. Decoy. So you can tell from the ally POV, it looks very clear. Well, I'll just let you guys keep watching it. On the enemy POV, looks just like a normal person. He's just running a straight line though, so it's kind of obvious. But like when you're like holding angles, trying to react, like you don't really have time to like decide whether or not it's a real person or not. We hit send it again. So as you can tell here, it's very clear that this is not the real YORU from the ally perspective. No one's gonna get confused by that. But imagine like, you're sitting like 2 out along with yourself, along with the rest of your team. There's gonna be so many bodies flying across the screen, and enemies, like when they swing, they're gonna have to immediately decide who to shoot and who not to shoot, because if they shoot the wrong one, they're gonna get flashed. And also, as you can tell here, the clone breaking here, once he gets shot, he immediately looks towards where he gets shot from, and you can see the cone right here in which he's flashing. So anywhere outside of this cone will not be flashed, which is really great. I think that's a great addition, because otherwise adding those clones to create that chaos, you could potentially end up flashing your own teammates, which is a bad thing. So you have to really create a controlled environment where you can actually use the fake out without having a negative side effect towards your hit. But now you can just literally just throw it, create a lot of chaos, and that chaos is really only applied to the enemy's team, making it that much harder for them to hold or to try and retake on, and makes it that much easier for your team to try and go out with. And it's definitely like it's really interesting, because now the fake out is a space making ability. This will definitely help your teammates get out of the chokes and make it that much harder for the enemy team to hold. he runs out. There is a huge delay into which he breaks and flashes, so hopefully any good enemy should be able to turn. But if the rest of the team is flooding out with it, like, you have to decide to either try and shoot the people running in before the flash pops, or to turn your back towards potentially people running at you. So it's going to be really annoying to deal with. I can already tell that this is going to be a really annoying agent to play against. Next we have the Gatecrash. Basically the biggest change is that you can now fake TP, which is a huge change. It makes enemies have to second guess whether or not you're making plays or not. And now if you throw a TP down to enemy lines and it's just not in a safe spot at all, it's not completely worthless. Now you can still use it to create some confusion there. It does create a little puddle on the ground, so people will know whether or not you fake TP or not if they do go over and check, but it's not so obvious if it's somewhere out of their LOS and they can't see it. So let's go look at it real quick. Here, so the TP, it is so much faster, the fake teleport, so even your teammates know what's going on. But there is a puddle there, so I mean, that is a good little, I think that does kind of balance a little bit, so that if they do have line of sight on the teleport and they do see where the teleport is, they can immediately tell whether or not it was a fake TP or not. It's still going to be very good, because you just throw in positions, like throw into the cubby U-Haul where there's no one there, and then TP, and there's no way they can actually go check to verify whether or not it was real or not. So I think it's still a huge plus. Anyways, let's move on to the dimensional drift. So now this we had no idea about. This is the biggest thing of today, is that the YORU ult has a huge balance, a buff, but it is kind of a balance because they did kind of nerf some of it, but like overall it's just a humongous buff. So let's start chopping into this. Okay, so first off, YORU is no longer revealed to enemies. So basically Cypher Cam tagging it or like Sova Dart reconning above it isn't going to show YORU on the radar, I believe. And along with that, YORU is able to cast all utility while in dimensional drift, so you can throw flashes, fake outs, and your TP all while in the ult. On top of that, there is the slight nerf that enemies can now hear YORU's footsteps, which makes it a little easier to play around for the enemy. It's like they can tell where the YORU is going, but still it's like, I don't know, you can throw all your utility anyways. And on top of that, nearsighted is removed, so you have so much vision now. You can see so far, and now the fact that they can hear you is much weaker than the fact that you can now see them from anywhere. You can clear so much more info with this ult, and you can really develop a play while you're in ult based off of where people are. On top of that, giving that info to your teammates, and then you can go make a play while still on your ults based off of what you see. Literally just mid ult, decide what you want to do. Throw a flash, throw a TP, throw a clone, all that kind of stuff is just going to be so overpowered. And the unequipped delay time is increased slightly, so that is a slight nerf. They did that to kind of counteract the whole ulting and shorty play, which honestly I don't think is a bad idea at all. Also, there's a cast delay added when casting dimensional drift, preventing the invulnerability frame on cast. So basically you can't jump around with your ult just holding it out and then just popping the second that someone peeks you or any sign of danger. You're gonna have to really, like, you know, do it from a safe spot first and then go out, which is totally fine because it's so much more overpowered now. It's so much more overpowered. The ult is actually good now, guys. The ult is actually good, not just for like that one cheeky gimmicky little like shorty play, but like you can actually have full-on execs based around the YORU ult, and you can actually do a lot of things with YORU ult, and you'll need other agents to help support you in the YORU ult necessarily anymore. Now you have all the utility for yourself to go use that with your ult. So let's go take a look at this. Got the ult here, definitely a delay. You can throw your TP, throw your flash, hit him with the ethos classic. You know what I mean? You can TP while it's still in your ult, pull it out. Like, it's insane. It's insane. Also, from what I can tell, is there's only one footstep here. Yeah, it seems that there's only, I don't think they said that, but there's only one fake out now. Before you could have two fake outs, but considering how overpowered this clone ability is, it would make sense. There's only one clone ability you can do now, but that's fine. I think that's totally fine. It's still an extra body running into the site and something that can be really annoying to play against. So there's only one footstep now to play with, but you still have two flashes. You still have your TP on cooldown. So that's still all just insane. Anyways, that's about it for the new YORU rework. I'm super excited, guys. The YORU main ethos is finally reviving. I can't wait to try and play this guy in ranked and maybe bring him back in tournaments. I think he definitely can be. I thought he was viable in the past as well, with enough with enough practice, because what I always thought was that YORU was the least flexible agent in terms of like dealing with things that happen mid-round. But now they just lowered the skill floor that much and increased the skill ceiling that much that he's definitely gonna be viable in pro play, in my opinion. He's definitely going to be niche. He's definitely going to be a niche pick, and he's definitely going to change the play styles of a lot of teams if they do decide to run him. But I don't know, man. Like, he's looking real good. He's looking really good. Like, I mean, the fake teleport to the clone, to the fake out to the ult, like everything's getting a huge buff, and I really like the direction that they're taking YORU. His playstyle is going to be freed up so much, and I think that the flexibility that they're adding to his kit is going to be absolutely massive. Like, I mean, dude, like just look at this, man. Let's just look at this. You can throw everything in here. You can literally, oh my god, that is insane. That's insane, and it still lasts like a long time. So we love to see that, boys. We love to see that. Anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like the video and let me know what you guys think about the agent. Let me know what you guys think about the new rework. Let me know if you guys love it, you guys hate it, if you guys are YORU mates and you guys are super excited, or if you guys thought YORU was a bad, annoying agent to play against already and you don't even want to see this come out. Let me know what your thoughts on it, because I do want to gauge kind of the community opinion about this kind of stuff, and it definitely helps developers, and everyone gives their opinion and everyone gets a good idea of how everyone feels about it. So let me know, guys. I really appreciate you guys for watching this video. If you're as excited as I am, man, let me know about that too. Let me know about that too. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Ethos, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.